Yo, what's going on YouTube? Jan Moses here, back with another MyTeam video. Probably my last MyTeam video for Season 3 that I'll be recording solo. I'm hoping to record a podcast with Harry in a couple of days where we're going to cover our thoughts on Season 3 as a whole, as well as preview Season 4 once we get the MyTeam specific blog. I think we get the general Season 4 blog tomorrow on Wednesday. And then we get the MyTeam specific one with all the mode reward cards and any other changes they're bringing to MyTeam in Season 4 on that day. So I figured we start with Hakeem on the screen because Hakeem is the player that I spent the majority of my time playing MyTeam in Season 3 grinding for. And I have no regrets. I've not really played online much. I've not used Hakeem Olajuwon in online play yet. Just because after I did the clutch time offline grind, I was pretty burned out from playing MyTeam. And then, of course, I basically came back to play a little bit of the holiday event. And then we got this Chet Holmgren card, who I was able to get. I've seen a lot of people complain about how difficult this grind is to get him. And I just don't see it that way. I did what the majority of the community did when it comes to the people that have gotten Chet Holmgren, which is, I went into Triple Threat offline, and I brought I keep calling him Manute, Bol and Emerald Larry Sanders, because both of those cards during my clutch time offline grind for the Pink Diamond Hakeem Olajuwon got me a lot of blocks and in general defensive stops at the center position, and those guys did not let me down in getting the blocks for Chet. I would say I probably really, I don't want to say sweated, but I really tried to get probably 100 to 125 of the blocks. The rest of them just came organically just from me playing clutch time offline and triple threat offline, trying to get the final few fireworks that I wanted to get to have all these packs that I want to open for you guys today in this video, which will hopefully lead to some pretty nice pulls. I'm hoping that I get more than one shake, because I'm going to get a shake in this Amethyst rewritten player pack. So we'll see how that goes. A couple things I want to touch on though before I get into what I'm going to be doing the remainder of this week in MyTeam and opening up the packs. I want to just briefly touch on something that I mentioned in my team video that I put out a couple of weeks ago. I think when the New Year's resolution set dropped, I mentioned how I was pretty upset that we had two New Year's resolution deluxe exchanges for Amethyst cards, but they removed the rubies completely, which made no sense to me. If you look now, we can now exchange 2 rubies for a rewritten deluxe. I would much rather have this than not have any rubies go in. I mean, rubies are cheaper now, so I guess it makes sense. If rubies cost like what, 10k each, and I don't know what these deluxe packs cost in the store. We can take a look and see here. Kind of makes sense, right? If each ruby goes for a hair over 10k, you're gonna get a rewritten deluxe for just a hair under 21k. So not that you're making a profit, you're still spending 20k on a pack, but it's cheaper than going and buying it from the store outright. The only drawback is you have to wait an hour in between cooldowns for that exchange. But all in all, I don't want to call it a W, because I can't call anything 2K takes out and then puts back into the game a W. I'm just happy to see that the deluxe exchange for rubies are back, even if it's now for 2 rubies in place of 1, because you can get rubies relatively easily. I mean, I don't know if we're going to get a ruby out of this pack, but these NBA rewind packs, these season rewind packs, these now have the 10 ruby cards from the Christmas games that we got. So you add 10 more rubies into the pool of players you can pack out of this pack, and I think that makes us having the ruby exchange return for the deluxe packs that much more valuable. Let's go ahead and open this one now before we get into the rest of our agenda. Let's see if we get a ruby. We get, there you go. How about that? Not scripted, I promise. I think I have all the rubies. So actually, do I have Jason Tatum? I do. Okay. So we are going to go ahead and put, as I said, one of the rubies that came from the Christmas Day games. Just want to confirm that the one I have is unsellable, and it is. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to put this into the exchange for the rewritten deluxe. Let's go ahead and do that. So now we need one more ruby, which we will hopefully pull from one of these packs towards the end of the video. Now, One thing I also want to do, because this weekend while I was away, actually this weekend I went to go see the Knicks in Washington D.C. My boys look really, really good post OG trade, although we do need to make some more moves, I still think. Danny Ferry is the deal of the day, and I mentioned my weekend in DC because on Saturday, Rudy Gay's Diamond was a deal of the day for 50% off, and I bought him. And if you're wondering how I bought him, I did not bring my console with me on my trip to DC. I downloaded the MyTeam mobile app, which has been really, really clutch. It's really nice, not for playing. I haven't tried any games on it per se, but I've been able to use it if I can't get to my console physically that day to just log in and then be able to get the Friday collection reward. This week it's the Ruby Nicholas Claxton. We're going to go ahead and we're going to buy this Danny Ferry. Since I bought the Rudy Gay, we're going to buy him with MT. And that is really nice because now if I go to that collection, was it a Season 3 collection? It was. You can see here, I didn't buy Tim Thomas stupidly on the day he was in the deal of the day, but it's fine. He's a Ruby. Right now, he only costs 24K. I'm not going to buy him until I get the Diamond Luol Deng from completing the 25th anniversary domination, which I mentioned this before. I'm saving that domination for Season 4, and if you haven't touched this domination yet, or if you still have any number of games remaining, especially if you're level 40 right now in Season 3 of MyTeam, I highly recommend you hold off until Season 4, where we should hopefully get significantly more XP multipliers compared to what we got this year, because, compared to what we got this season, because this season, unless you bought the Pro Pass like I did, you got no XP multipliers outside of from locker codes, which was incredibly frustrating. I covered that in a previous video. Not going to touch on it anymore now. But that's my game plan. I'm 2 cards away from the Pink Diamond Mike D'Antoni, which is really exciting to me because I think Mike D'Antoni is going to have longevity on my team as a coach, because I'm not going to be updating my team every week. I'm not pumping money into the game like that. I'm only spending money on the Pro Pass every season, and I don't have any intention of spending money on the game like that, really. So, anyways, besides that, like I said, domination once Season 4 starts. Hoping that we get some better daily agendas. You know, as you guys probably remember, before we had the daily agendas for these legendary path players, which I can't complete yet. I still have to get the I don't think I can complete it yet. Can I? Let's take a look and see if I can complete it in this video. Legendary path. I'm missing 2 players. Who am I missing? Let's see. We can go ahead and lock in Dirk. That's fun. Oh! Never mind. We can get Shaq. Who was the last player I was missing then? I'm missing Shaq. Obviously. Let's go ahead and get back to the Amethyst page. You may as well lock in Shaq now. How about that? Shaq, one of my favorite cards in my team history. Have his diamond card now on the team. Very, very exciting stuff. Don't think he's going to really see much play for me, but just nice to have him. Shout out to 2K again. Like, the majority of the people who've been playing this game since, I mean, anytime from September through November probably have no use for this Shaq. But if you're, you know, someone that just got the game within the last month and don't really have the money to spend on the game, that SHA Card's still really good, even if he can't shoot. I still think, you know, he's just an athletic defensive monster, and he's going to get a lot of rebounds for you. So cool to get that Shaq. But I was mentioning the daily agendas that we've been getting for the Legendary Path collection. I still have to complete this to get Jason Kidd. Even though I have Jason Kidd, I want to, if I don't get any rubies from the packs that I'm about to open on video or in this recording, turn this Jason Kidd into a you know, a ruby that I can put into the exchange to get another rewritten deluxe pack. So I'll be doing that later on tonight, because what I want to do during my time that I dedicate to my team for the rest of this week up until Friday is I really want to play clutch time offline as much as I can. I still have some challenges that I have to complete before the end of the season, and I advise that you take a look and see which challenges you want to complete that you have remaining. Like, I want to complete this in-season tournament challenge. I have enough of the emerald to get that done. I only have one more game. These are full games, but they're only like 4 minutes each. And then you can see here I still have to do the rewritten challenges. Again, I was not home at all this past weekend, so I did not get to play these. Want to go ahead and bang those out. It would have been smarter for me to have done this and then had another pack or two to open for you guys in this video, but I think I have plenty of packs from the exchange. Want to knock out this season 3 spotlight because there's 25k MT waiting for me at the end of it, and that's pretty cool. And then I want to bang out this signature challenge. So try to get all these done if you can, because just between the Allen Iverson signature challenge and the spotlight challenge, you can see here for season 3, you'll get at least 28k MT plus whatever other rewards you get along the way, which is really nice. When it comes to tokens, I would say unless you're grinding for Kevin Garnett and you're making a late season push for him, I would just save your tokens for Thursday, because what we've gotten over the last 2 seasons, on the last day or the last 24 hours before the new season starts, we get badge deluxe packs or deluxe badge packs, however they're called. In the token market right now, it doesn't look like we have them. Same thing happened last season. We didn't get them, so people just started spending them on, you know, the diamond shoes and the diamond shoe boosts here. But just wait until that, you know, last day, and then you can spend 1 token per badge deluxe pack and you get a bunch of badges. So I'd rather do that than this option pack personally. But if you disagree and you want to mix and match, you know, whatever you want to do, man. I'm just putting out the information that I think is relevant, and hopefully it helps some of you guys. Last thing, my prediction, because I'm not going to get another video out until we get the blog, both Wednesdays and Thursdays blog. I've seen a lot of predictions for who we're going to get for level 40 in season 4. And to me, I think the more interesting question isn't who we're going to get, but what their gem tier is going to be. Is it going to be a pink diamond that's souped up, or is it going to be a galaxy opal that's, I don't want to say nerfed, but that's going to probably not be as good as the galaxy opals that we're going to get later on in the season? Because I don't know if we're going to get a galaxy opal when Yao Ming comes out for Chinese New Year, assuming we get Yao Ming. I don't know if we're going to get a galaxy opal, or our first galaxy opals, when the all-star game starts, because I'm not sure if the all-star weekend starts during season 4, but I feel like it's a safe bet that we're going to get galaxy opals either sometime mid to late this season or very early next season. Players that I think we could get, I've seen people say Larry Bird. I could see Larry Bird. I feel like we're going to get a power forward personally, which is why my predictions, if we don't get a Larry Bird, I could see us getting a Yi Jian Lian, which I think will be really nice given that Chinese New Year, I believe, falls during season 4. A pink diamond or an opal Paolo Banchero will be really fun to run too. Those are the only predictions I really have when it comes to that. We'll see who we get. If you're watching this video and you have predictions of who we're going to be getting for our season 4 level 40 card, let me know down below in the comments. With that said, let's go ahead and rip some of these packs. I think what I'm going to probably end up doing is, if I get another ruby, I may stop ripping packs, just because I don't want to like have rubies that I can't put into that exchange for a deluxe pack. As we get an emerald current player, probably, right? Yeah, we get Bam out of bio. Do I have Bam? I do have Bam. We're just going to quick sell everything here. All right, let's go ahead and start knocking out some of these packs. I promise I will end on this Amethyst pack right here. I don't have any Amethyst from this collection. I actually barely have anybody from this collection. I think the only players I have are the Sapphire Purvis and then the Ruby Herald Miner. As right here, we get Anthony Edwards, who I have. We're going to go ahead and quick sell that. I could have turned those 2 emeralds into a sapphire that I could have then turned into a base pack, but it's totally fine. Let's get all these base packs out of the way. I want to get rid of these. I mentioned that I want to play Clutch Time offline, and we get an Amethyst. I think that's a ball. Yeah, these base packs are absolute dog water. We get Mike Brown, which is pretty cool. Already have him, though, but we're going to go ahead and sell him. I want to still play Clutch Time offline and Triple Threat offline because of that door mini game. I forgot what I predicted would be the we get a ruby. Is it Herald Miner? It is Herald Miner. That is very, very annoying, because I was hoping that I could rip more of these packs. The one I have is currently not sellable either. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna rip any more of these packs. Let's get right into the rewritten equal. Actually, you know what? We'll do a Showtime pack. Get this out of the way, because I don't think I can pull a ruby from this. I think it's either like a nobody or an amethyst or a diamond, right? We get a sapphire. Is there a sapphire Showtime? We get Steph Curry. That's what I figured. All right, we're going to go ahead and turn Steph Curry into a base pack, which I'll open later. Cool. All right, let's get right into it. Again, I hate to be that guy. I would love to open the rest of these packs for you guys, but I'd love to take advantage of those deluxe packs as often as I can. So, or the exchange for them. So let's go ahead and open up this Amethyst Equal Chance pack in 1 second. I want to see who I could even get out of this. I've heard that this collection is generally pretty trash. So let's see, we can get a Sebastian Telfair. That would be pretty cool. I feel like Sebastian Telfair is from New York. Am I wrong? Am I wrong in saying that? Darius Miles and Emeka Okafor. Honestly, none of these guys really excite me all that much. If I had to guess, I'm going to get Sebastian Telfair. I just seem to be, whenever I rip these packs, I seem to always get the short point guard. The only time I was okay with that was when I got Jalen Brunson, because Jalen Brunson is my point guard, and I love that man. So here we go. Do we get Sebastian Telfair? Let's take a look. Are we going to get point guard? We do! Absolute shocker. Who could have seen that coming? Sebastian Telfair, welcome home. I mean, I'm sure he's going to be a really fun player to use, so I'm not upset. Emeka Okafor and Darius Miles really weren't going to do anything for me. At least I have Sebastian Telfair just to, mess around with if I want to run a more budgety lineup. Who knows? Also, one other thing I want to point out, if you are looking for things to do to end this season off, I think I mentioned this in a previous video when I was covering these New Year's resolution players, but I wouldn't be shocked if these cards that we grind for, especially the ones that require three-point shooting, maybe not the Dikembe as much, but I think Dennis Rodman, maybe potentially, and if not Dennis Rodman, in particular the Sapphire Mitchell Robinson and the Ruby Kenyon Martin, who I have not purchased yet, but I may end up purchasing. I think those two cards, especially Mitch, because Mitch has like a 25 3-ball. If you can Evo them, I think they're going to be really cheap to use in salary cap, and that Mitch is a monster. I mean, he's so good defensively, just like he was in, the regular season this year before he hurt his ankle. Rest up, big fella. And his shot release is really nice. So, just wanted to put that out there too. Not that you can't buy these cards once Season 4 starts, but, you may be grinding XP when Season 4 starts. So this is a good time to take advantage of the lack of things to do. I would say either don't play MyTeam and relax, go do something else, anything else besides play the game, or if you want to play the game, tie up loose ends, take care of anything you need to do before the start of the season, and hopefully you have your MT up, your team ready, and you have that drive ready to go and get to level 40. Hopefully not at an unhealthy pace, but at a pace where you can get it done by season's end. Hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you guys hopefully Thursday night for my podcast with Harry. Really curious to see how that podcast ends up going. And then again, Season 4 just a few days away. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you later.